Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, God is Verb and Love. Today, we have a particularly intriguing topic to explore, and it is envy. But before we dive into this emotional world, remember to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any of our videos where we continuously unravel the mysteries of the human psyche. Now, dive with me into the complexity of envy. Envy, often seen as a negative feeling, is actually a more common human emotion than we think and can be incredibly difficult to identify. This is because it doesn't always present itself in an obvious way. Sometimes it can be masked by friendly gestures or ambiguous comments, making it an elusive emotion in our daily interactions. Understanding and recognizing envy is crucial as it can undermine relationships and create toxic environments both personally and professionally. But how can we identify it? Let's talk about some signs that may indicate envy. One of the most common manifestations of envy is the diminishing of others' achievements. If you've ever shared good news and the response was to minimize your success or quickly change the subject, you might be experiencing envy. This can be subtle, like comments that seem harmless but carry a negative charge. Another contradictory sign is excessive praise. Yes, praise can be a sign of envy when it is not genuine. When someone congratulates you in an exaggerated way or in a manner that seems forced, they might be trying to hide their true feelings of envy. Imitation is another interesting way envy can manifest. It may seem like a form of flattery, but it could actually be an attempt by the person to emulate what they admire about you, often because they feel dissatisfied with aspects of their own life. Joy at someone else's failure is perhaps one of the clearest indicators of envy. If you notice that someone seems happy or relieved when things don't go well for you, this could be a sign of envy. Envious people sometimes resort to speaking negatively of others to feel better about themselves. If you find yourself at the center of rumors or falsehoods, envy could be playing a role. Envy is not simply admiring what someone else has. It is a more complex and often darker feeling. It's a mix of dissatisfaction and resentment that arises when we compare our achievements, qualities, or possessions with those of another person. What's interesting about envy is that it not only negatively affects the person who feels it but can also damage relationships and create an atmosphere of discomfort. Now, let's move on to some effective strategies for managing envy, both in ourselves and in others. The first and one of the most important is assertive communication. Speaking openly about your feelings or addressing the envious attitudes of others in a direct but respectful manner can be very illuminating. Assertiveness involves expressing your thoughts and feelings honestly and directly but without aggression. This can help clarify misunderstandings and open the door to greater mutual understanding. Another valuable tactic is fostering self-esteem, both your own and that of others. Envy often arises from insecurity and feeling not good enough. By recognizing and celebrating your own strengths and achievements, and at the same time genuinely appreciating and praising the achievements of others, you can help alleviate feelings of envy. Establishing healthy boundaries is crucial if you find yourself on the receiving end of envy. It's important to set clear and firm boundaries. This may involve distancing yourself from people or situations that constantly make you feel undervalued. Avoiding ostentation is also an important consideration. While it's natural to want to share our successes, it's crucial to be mindful of how and with whom we do so. Being sensitive to the feelings of others and showing humility can prevent the generation of envious feelings. Additionally, we can try to transform envy into inspiration. This is about seeing the achievements of others not as a reminder of what we lack, but as a source of motivation to achieve our own goals. Instead of feeling threatened by the success of others, we can let it inspire us to pursue our own passions and objectives. Continuing with our deep analysis of envy, we come to a crucial point: when is the right time to walk away from an envious person? This is especially important if their negative actions or attitudes persist and show no signs of change. In such situations, it's essential to prioritize your own emotional and mental well-being. Understanding when to walk away from someone who constantly envies you or treats you toxically is essential. Sometimes, no matter how much we try to understand or change the dynamic of the relationship, the other person may not be willing or able to modify their behavior. This can be especially difficult if the person in question is a close friend, a work colleague, or even a family member. However, remember that your emotional health and peace of mind should always be your priority. At God is Verb and Love, we firmly believe in the power of empathy and assertiveness to manage envy. Addressing the issue from a place of understanding and firmness can be a step towards creating a healthier environment for everyone. However, we also recognize that there are times when the best option is simply to walk away. When you decide to leave a toxic relationship, it's important to do so in a way that is consistent with your values and that respects both your needs and those of the other person. Sometimes this can mean having a difficult conversation where you express your feelings and reasons for taking distance. Other times, it may be a more gradual process of reducing interaction and engagement with that person. It's vital to remember that walking away is not a sign of weakness or failure. On the contrary, it's a sign of strength and self-awareness. Recognizing your limits and taking steps to protect yourself is a powerful form of self-care. Now let's talk about how to handle the void or sadness that can sometimes arise after distancing yourself from someone. It's normal to feel a mix of emotions, including relief, sadness, or even guilt. It's important to allow yourself to feel these emotions and to seek support if needed, whether through friends, family, or mental health professionals. In our upcoming videos, we'll continue exploring this topic and offering strategies and tools to help you manage these situations. We'll discuss how to take care of yourself during and after the process of distancing and how to build healthier relationships in the future. If you're enjoying this content and want to continue delving into topics like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, God is Verb and Love. Your participation is essential for building a community where we can all learn and grow together. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.